Hi, my name is Jessiana Seville. I am the dietitian behind the Renal Education Library. I want to give you a quick tour today to show you some of the highlights and some of the resources that I have for you and your patients. Once you are logged into the library, which is one of the buttons off of the KidneyRD page, you can see that all of the categories are broken down into different sections. I include the last 8 things that I have uploaded so people can always see some of the fresh new content that is coming in. Then beyond that, I have some staff aid services, which are great little PowerPoint videos that you can use for your staff. Bulletin boards are by far my most popular area. All of the bulletin boards are PowerPoint files that you can upload onto your computer. You can either print them from there, or if you want to modify them before putting them up in your unit, whether to include culturally or regionally relevant foods, or if you want to change some of the wording, those are all things that you can do with these files. I have over 31 bulletin board files in there right now, and this is continuing to grow. I also include monthly themes. Each of the monthly themes has a handout, a bulletin board, and a progress report sheet for the patients. They are all coordinated so that you can reiterate your message of that month multiple times within the interaction with your patients. I have report sheets for people that don't have automated report sheets through their clinic, or if they're just trying to hit things at a different angle. The report sheets are fantastic. They include, they are in a doc file or a PDF file. You can download it and open it up. And in it, I'm going to show you one real quick. In it, you'll see that they have probably the top 4 areas that patients control, so you can focus on those big patient improvement areas, the results, the foods they can eat. I always like to remind my patients, these are foods you can eat, these are foods you should eat, these are foods to include in your diet. Tips and tricks of the trade, these change out every month again. So again, it's another opportunity to slide in some education wherever you can when you're sitting down with those patients. They also include the fluid gains, which is really nice to review with your patients. These do take some extra time to create for your patients as far as filling them in, but for me it was well worth the extra time. 1, because I was thinking about every single patient as I wrote out their labs, and 2, because it really allowed me to hone in on what the patient needed to hear and what we needed to talk about. There are other labs in here, of course, that you can change. If you don't want to talk about cholesterol, you could put something else in there. You could delete all of them, whatever else you needed. But that is what the report sheets look like. Really fantastic tool to use. Even if you use it every once in a while, it can really help re-energize your monthly lab time. I have holiday handouts, potassium handouts, including the double boiling handout. We have the lowdown on FOS, 5 FOS series. This one I used to often use when I do like 5 or 6 months where we would just focus on phosphorus and we'd hit it from different angles, whether it was binders or being aware of some of the big phosphorus contributors, or looking for it on labels, or looking for it in drinks, or eating fresh foods. We would just hit it from those 5 different angles, and I really felt that made a big impact on my phosphorus levels. Menu plans, they're also included in here. Sodium and fluids is a very hot topic. So we have everything from the summertime, what you do, to why does fluid matter, why does weight matter, and dry weight, what does dry weight actually mean? Because a lot of patients didn't know what that meant, is what I found out. Sodium strategies is another great tool as well to use. I have CKD resources, of course, recipe cards you can put in your lobby. Featured foods are foods that I focus on with the patients. Maybe we're going to talk about peppers or carrots that day, or eggs, or kidney-friendly some more hacks. There's a lot of different things that you can do with these handouts. This is a great idea for lobby days because you can really focus on fresh foods and eating fresh versus processed foods, which helps to lower the phosphorus, of course. Other handouts include some carb counting, constipation, lunch ideas, travel ideas as well. These are actually some of my other most popular handouts. I do include some games that you can put on the back of handouts. Some handouts already have games on the back, but crosswords, bingo, word search, mazes, Sudoku. And then the last area, of course, is I have the data sheets. This is one of my most favorite areas. I have both products, where we look at specific products and their nutrient analysis as much as available, or in general, some just food categories. So this is the nut and seed comparison one, for example, where we can look in and we can see almond butter, 2 tablespoons, this is how much calories, how much protein, carbs, potassium, phosphorus, fiber, fat, iron, selenium. Some nutrients that I look at specifically, these are live documents. They are connected to my Google Drive. So they are constantly updated. Whenever I make an update to one of the data sheets, they are also updated into the library. So a constantly living document. That was an important piece for me because I wanted to be able to, and let me show you, wanted to be able to include products in here because products are really a huge piece of being a renal dietitian. So you can look at the Cliff Builders Crunchy Peanut Butter Bar, one bar, what's the serving size, how many calories, protein, carb, sodium, potassium, that sort of thing. All of these are sortable, so you can sort by phosphorus or price or notes, where it's at. Again, they're going to continue to evolve as I find the best format and the best way to distribute this information to you guys. But it's really a sneak peek into the files that I have and that I use as I am counseling patients. So that is a basic overview of the library. We have new additions, staff in-services, bulletin boards, monthly exchange, report sheets, holiday handouts, potassium, phosphorus, protein, menu plans, sodium and fluids, CKD, recipe cards, featured foods, a variety of topics, gout, kidney stones, diabetes, CKD counseling, and practice management. We have games, other languages will be added in later, freebies, and the data sheets, which are live sheets. Lots of great resources to save you loads of time. Thank you so much for stopping by to get a little tour of the Renal Education Library. I hope this can continue to be a great resource for dietitians now and in the future to really help them save time, be able to engage in their patients in really positive ways, and be able to build relationships through talking about one of the best topics in the world, which is food and nutrition.